What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. Happy Game 7 Day to you and welcome into not just another episode, another week of your show here on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. My name is Gary. I am your busty host, and still as far as we know, this is the only show out there going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and so damn proud and thankful and grateful to be able to say that each and every time we join you on the air. And it's a big day today. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to get to. Before any of that, we like to get to our favorite cam in the world, the camera we use to thank you for stopping by and continuing to help us chase these dreams of making the world a better place, reminding everybody about those golden rules. Treat others how you want to be treated. So simple, so easy, yet it's so hard to, get out there. But we're doing a good job each and every day here. So thank you to you. And here's a thank you in visual form. Say hello to the Maggie Cam. There she is. Look at that beautiful Margaret. Good job, girl. Very proud of you. The Maggie Cam is proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Mike and Rochelle run the place. Two of the kindest, most incredible human beings you will ever meet. And once you meet them, you'll also be greeted by their greeting dog. Just like Marge here, they have a greeting dog named Leroy. LB actually went by Pet Planet on 8th Street to pick up some food for Marge the other day. I guess that was on Friday, and he got to talk to Mike, and it was a lovely time. But there was no Leroy there. He was looking for Leroy. So usually when Leroy doesn't make it in, he's usually in some sort of trouble. So hopefully he's not in too much trouble, as that would make Marge very upset because they are dating. It's a beautiful thing, and she's turning her head now. Oh, and here she comes right back. Good girl. So when you walk in, you see Leroy, you see Mike and or Rochelle, or if you go in there after hours and on weekends, you'll say hi to Kirsten and Chris because they stay open for you the entire time, all the time, because they care. And then once you're in there, man, the awesomeness doesn't stop, as they got a fashion aisle that has all sorts of jerseys from your favorite teams, as well as all those booties, as it's starting to get a little bit colder out. If you don't have a husky like this little rascal right here, then you probably want to get some booties. She would laugh at the booties because she likes to sleep in the snow, because it's nice and cool for her hot, double-coated husky skin. And not only that, she also has some jerseys and stuff. She's got some t-shirts. She's got one that says straight out of the dog park, because she's a hardcore. She loves gangster rap and death metal, so she likes to wear that in her outfits as well, that they have for you at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They also have all the collars and leashes you can handle, including the buckle-up collars and matching leashes with all your favorite TV shows, cartoons, movies. They're all on there, and it's always a great time. They also have toy walls full of toys, top to bottom. You can bring your puppy in, and they can pick out their own toy. It's very cool. And then if 2 walls is enough, they also have a couple aisles of even more toys for you. Then they have all the treats you can handle. Bones on sale every Tuesday and Thursday. Buckets full of these treats everywhere. All the dry food you can ever imagine, including Marge's favorite, the Go Lamb. It's for the coat, so it makes the coat look nice and pretty, which we always love. And then maybe you're looking to change the diet of your animal. Maybe you want to get in that raw food diet you've been hearing so much about. They got fridges at the back, right next to the puppy spa, the best one in town. You bring your animal in, throw them into the basin, put a harness on, and then you rinse, you soap, you scrub, and you blow dry, all contained within that one place. And it's very, very affordable, like everything over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. It's just another cool thing they have in-house that not a lot of places do. So that's the food. They also got the crates, they got the beds, everything you'll need ever. They've got you covered as well. Different stuff for different pets, not just dogs. They got all of it. They got all the cat stuff too. Everything you need for an incredible shopping experience is waiting for you. And again, after hours and on weekends as well, because they care that much. That's our friends Mike and Rochelle, as well as Leroy and Kirsten and Chris over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Well done, Marge. Woo! Oh, oh. Hey, there we are. We got my man Dragon on the ones and twos today. Been missing my dog. Is it because I didn't acknowledge you? Is that why we got the black screen? Like, no more show until you acknowledge I'm here, bro. Nice, of course. Always a style choice. Oh, that's great. All right, we got some previously recorded segments for you today. We're going to check in with our buddy Buntis here right away. And then after that, it will be on to our good buddy Ian Goodwill, who's going to talk to us a little bit about basketball. As the Raptors are getting started. Yeah, no, you don't have enough sports going on. Well, there's some basketball stuff we can talk about too. So all of that for you today. And to kick things off, it is time to have another Fantasy Zoom with Boone. Did you get a haircut?
A couple weeks ago.
What the hell? It looks like trimmed up.
I try to keep it tight, man.
Yeah, man.
What do you want from me?
This guy gets it. Well, since you're the face of Fantasy Zoom with Boone, I figured you were like getting extra pretty. You have your own makeup person and all that.
The neared is going. Don't worry about it. I'll try to keep the double chins out of. I'll keep it cropped.
Dude, we come here for the double chins, and it is time to begin. It's just a fantasy Zoom with our man Boone. Dun, 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 dun. This is just a fantasy. This is another Fantasy Zoom with Boone. Oh, the timing was off.
Just at the last line.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I should write the lyrics down.
Well, and I thought you were going to pre-record it, man. That should be.
We've got a lot of stuff going on. I spent about an hour this afternoon with the people of Capital One, and we were making a bunch of big orders because we're ordering our on-location box. So we're going to be able to go to businesses, to different places, and go on air from there. First on the order of business would be Bugsy's, because I want to get in there and do a show with all the wings all around me. And I want to do a Bugsy's on-location show. And then it's out there for everyone. We can take this show to anyone, anywhere. It's going to be super awesome. The problem is we had to order
the road, live on location,
right? Like that's the way to do it. It's so much fun. So we had to order all these things, and after about the 6th or 7th order, I had validated like 3 times, or sending like, oh, this is your validation number. Oh, yes, say valid this, and then they just shut the card right down after I validated it numerous times. And then it says call the number on the back. So I call the number and like, okay, all we need is your driver's license, and it'll be about 1 to 2 business days. Like I need this now. Like what? I've already validated with you. Like what was the point of validating those numerous times before if you're just going to do this anyway? And no one had an answer. Like, we're sorry, sir. And I make sure I tell everyone that I talk to about these things. This is not aimed at you. I'm frustrated, but not at you. I know this is not your fault. I would like to know why we spend all that time validating before if you're just going to do this anyway. No answer. No one knows. So I had to fold, and we had to stop the whole operation. And now we're on hold until they look at my ID. It was just such a frustrating situation,
Yeah, I've been there.
We all have. And I say this as someone who knows that a lot of people have. That's why I put it out there so we can all sort of rally around that rally cry of, let's just make it easier, guys. Let's do the simple stuff, Either way.
Yeah. Life is complicated enough. You don't need the extra complication.
Thank you. Oh, and I'm seeing that you got extra dark borders on our screen here on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I thought I might make it easier to track where you're at.
I
right.
appreciate that.
I also froze the header column so that when you're scrolling, you can still know what column is what.
Man, my phone's not smart enough to take advantage of all those things, but I appreciate the effort. Very nice. They call them smartphones, but they're not that smart when they're 9 years old. Go figure. So this is Fantasy Zoom with Boone, a place where we check in with our old pal, the guy we love oh so much, as he is our fantasy football guru, and we go through the weekend that was, get you ready for the games tonight, and then we do it again on Thursday. It's a lot of fun here, and I like to think that we present it in an entertaining enough way that even if you're not a fantasy football player, you can still be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, that's kind of fun. And I feel like we do that. So good on you there, Buntis.
Right back at you.
What a good guy. Okay, first and foremost, we got to get to this as we were on the verge of something that's never been done before, as I was taking on our good buddy, the Count. And He's very, very famous for never setting his lineups. And I want to say, let's call them the Mooses. We'll call them the Mooses because the rest of the words in that name aren't really TV friendly. But the Mooses, I think he's got 4 guys that are putting up zeros. And for about 2/3 of the day yesterday, I was at like 30% to win against a guy who doesn't even set his lineup. His guys that are in there went off. And boy, oh boy, it looks a little bit better now, but there was a time where I thought I'd be the first guy to lose to the Mooses, and hopefully we'll be okay. But boy, oh boy, if you're...
Which included his defense. His defense, Kansas City just...
went off,
killing it.
All of his guys.
Yeah,
like he's
Gino
got zeros.
couldn't do anything. Yeah, they got a shutout.
Yeah, he's got zeros half the thing, and then guys putting up monumental numbers the rest of the way. It's pretty interesting. Anyway,
he's got Jahmyr Gibbs tonight.
I know. So... Don't remind me. What do I got? Who do I got going? Do I have anyone going?
You got Nico Collins.
Nico, and then that leads into a nice little dynamic that I'm sure you come across as well when you have multiple fantasy football teams. So I need Nico to go off for that one, but I need Nico to do nothing in my high stakes league because I'm going against him in that one. So I'm just, it's one of those weeks where everything is happening and none of it matters, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't know which way we want it to go, which might be a statement on maybe don't have so many teams, but I digress.
Exactly.
Yes. So
there as well.
There you go. How'd you do? How'd the weekend go for your guys?
Pretty average. I mean, so in the DAFA League, putting up big points, but I'm also going up against a juggernaut, which is Scotty.
Oh,
Scotty's putting up points too. Oh,
yeah, Mom, by the way, Scotty named his fantasy football team after you. So be honored. And in response, I named mine after his beloved mother, Heather, who we love so, so much. She left us last year. So I was thinking, like,
oh, shoot,
do I need to change my name? And it was like a very serious thought. It's like, no, it's part of the fun. And this is a good way for us to always remember Heather, the beautiful, amazing woman that she was. So we got the Heathers, Tail Feathers, and the Wendy Nicklers, two of my favorite names in this league. So you got Scotty. Scotty is rolling pretty good. You're in a battle tonight.
We're in a battle, and we're both projected to be 0.7 difference.
That's
so
good. And wasn't Scotty the one who did the 0.1 victory last week against Vern? And the commission had to have
I think so.
Town meeting.
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting. So he's just scraping by there.
I mean, he's got a solid team. He's got Jamar Chase, which got him plus 40.
You want to talk about a guy who transcends football. Like this, you could put anybody at quarterback and this guy goes off. It's incredible. Like you're expecting a little bit of a downtick and he just ups it even more.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Went crazy. So that's number one on the spreadsheet is the fact in terms of the grower and showers was he just went nuclear.
That's
161 yards and 16 catches.
16 catches. What a great offense.
23 targets.
Yeah, dude. Well, why wouldn't you? He's the best. Like, if this isn't a great commercial for how good this guy is, I don't know what would be.
Sure.
Like, when you're going out there with not your starting quarterback, not your guy, and you're still doing it, that's very impressive. So we can start with the big-time growers and showers. You go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. And Joe Flacco, second game with the team for 10 days, has that performance.
I want to quote your notes here. Your quotes right beside Joe Flacco is, "The old man's cooking." And he is.
I mean,
it's crazy.
He's never played for the Bengals, but I think he's played in the system. So coaching, offensive system.
Well, and he's one of those journeymen who's been able to go everywhere and just do his thing. Like what they say, like 41 years old or something. And he knows his limits. He knows what to do, and basically he knows the game plan. Get Jamar the ball, and it works out pretty good for him. So, Jamar looking very, very good. Matt Stafford. Here's a guy who I have in my high stakes league, and thank goodness I do. I didn't start him, but boy, I'm going to need to now because I also have Jaden Daniels. Hooray! Let's talk about hamstrings
Yeah.
some more. That'll be down the line with injuries.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't.
I didn't play Stafford because it was an overseas game, and quarterbacks overseas have never put up numbers this year, not once.
For sure.
So you avoid those games, and he goes off and throws 5 tutties.
Yeah, for sure. There was a lot of people I chose not to start on those overseas games. So yeah, that's a good plan. Unfortunately, that happened. It's really interesting because it brings up the point, like, how come they're not running, right? Because Kyron Williams is a good running back.
I was looking back at that trade I made in the Bobby Good Times League, the Bijan for Debo, Kyron Williams, and Jordan Addison.
Killing it.
It's been really good to me lately, and I'm very happy with that. Even though Debo didn't play, still the return, like from all 3 of those guys became starters for me, basically. So it's like a 3-for-1, which is pretty cool. So you got Stafford. Hopefully that'll go, keep rolling, which would be nice. Next on the list, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. This is where we insert the or whatever it is, Tim the Toolman Taylor. The dreamboat that was JTT. Well, they got one in the NFL now, and boy, oh boy, they're not just saying offensive player. Like there are some people now saying MVP for this dude. MVP for a running back.
It's going nuts. Yeah, he's going nuts.
3 more TDs. As a guy who owns Daniel Jones, I'd like to see those turn into passing TDs to him, but that's okay. It's fine. Is he officially, do you think he has a chance at becoming MVP of this league if he keeps going this way?
If he keeps this up, of course. Yeah, you can't. He's got 3 games with 3 TDs thus far.
That's a lot.
It's nuts. I think he might even be, I couldn't even tell you who holds the title for TDs in a season, and I don't know what that number is, but I could only assume that 3 TDs in 3 games, he's got to be at least in the running.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Speaking of guys in the running, this is a good pun, a good segue right here. Our buddy, the Wing King. Ooh, the Wing King. The very corrupt commish of the Fantasy Hand Egg League. He's got Bo Nix. He has been riding Bo Nix.
So he went off.
Finally, the Wing King will not have a big day with Bo Nix. And then all he does in the 4th quarter is put up 33
The
points.
opposite.
Like how? And he did it, half of it was running.
Yeah.
The guy he keeps proving the Wing King right, and we hate that. We hate when that happens. So he's in a battle right now, but Bo Nix, he's a automatic start now for the foreseeable future, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously time to tell, but they won, right?
Yes, they did.
They won on his legs.
Yes, they did.
The rest of the game prior to that, it wasn't working.
No.
Right? So
they looked horrible.
And that looked more like last year when he went on that run at the end, the second half.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably just more of the same of that. Probably some more good throws. Cortland Sutton will probably pick up, but because doing that will make the kind of designed runs or even the not designed runs more effective, right?
Exactly.
So I think so. And this is what you would hoped for drafting him.
And that was the Wing King again. You bet. That was his guy. He, just like I had Scadaboo and just like I had Abuka, he was saying all in on Bo Nix, and it's paying off for the stupid Wing King. If he didn't make amazing wings, it would be a lot easier to hate him. So I love his wings, but I don't like him as a person. So it's like, we're here and there as we build the character of the commissioner of the Fantasy Hand Egg League, the mighty Wing King. We talked about Flacco, man. That's ridiculous. One more here on our list of growers and showers. CD Lamb. First game back. Looked pretty good.
It's kind of a bit of a stretch throwing him on this list because he didn't go crazy
But first game
high
back
with the points. But first game back. It's good to have him back. He's back.
And he showed
Dak's
everyone
throwing to him.
Yeah, he showed everyone what he can do, and he's okay. So he went off.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there you go. Growers and showers. Let's get to the fun part of the day. The Let Me Down segment of Fantasy Zoom with Boone, as we're hanging out with our buddy Boone Tiss, coming to us from beautiful Calgary, Alberta. Saquon Barkley. Is Saquon Barkley ever going to be like, you still have to start him because he was literally he put on one of the greatest performances as a running back in the history of football last year. So the track record's there. Do you give him a leash or you just keep rolling him out because he's Saquon?
I think you have to, right? Because he's not injured. Maybe the line is injured. I'm not sure, but he's going to come around. It's going to be a roller coaster the entire time. Yeah. Just like AJ Brown went off this week, and caught 2 or 3 touchdowns. That's not going to happen every week. So it's going to be inconsistent. Great. Maybe wait for maybe 2-3 games in a row and get rid of them if you want. I don't have him anywhere, so I can't speak for my own.
What kind of return do you think you could get for him at this point? Like, it couldn't be much, eh?
Well, not after that game.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of Eagles fans around.
Venning, looking at you. I know he watches. Venning loves the Eagles.
That'd be beautiful if he, just actually had turned the Veagles into the Eagles.
That'd be nice. But then at the same time,
and then they start losing.
Yeah. And he's way too savvy to do that. He's a multiple-time champion, I believe. So I doubt that. He did take me out in the finals one year, a couple of years ago, and I was very sad. Maybe that was last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, I had all 3 of my Yahoo leagues. I was in the gold medal game, and the only one I won was the high stakes one. So, like our good friend Pistol Pete said, if there's one that you're gonna win, that's the one. It's like, that's a very good point. Okay, so
thanks, Tips.
That's right. Saquon. Look at you wrote along with. Not everyone can eat every week on this team. It just makes sense. So smart. Next on the list, I'm gonna do the dance so you know who it is.
The Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. Man, nobody. I guess Wing King he's still rolling out A-Chain there, but boy, oh boy, is it time to get out of Miami? Yeah. Your face says
they're a disaster, man. Yeah, they're horrendous.
Tua and Coach McDaniel are fighting all the time. Everyone's blaming each other. It's a horrible, horrible environment over in Miami.
Yeah, and I just don't see it turning around. So I've got him a bunch of spots. A couple of them are like best ball leagues, so I don't have to decide to play them or not.
That's kind of nice. I didn't know that existed. You mean you can just throw guys out there?
What?
Yeah, best ball league, and it just takes the top guys. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So what it is, it's a dynasty league. So you got, I think, 23. Your roster is 23 guys. Dude. And obviously a lot of the guys at the end of the bench are, rookies or, guys that aren't really
super cool.
Showing up every week. But the way it works is you worry about the roster, and then you have a set amount for a starting lineup, but it's just decided on the best lineup that week. That's right. Cool. And it's just the computer does it.
And then it just takes all the worry out of having to, should I play this guy or this guy?
Yes.
It's kind of like training wheels. The league, it's a training wheels on your fantasy football team.
It is, but the point is though, it is a dynasty league, so you're thinking long term,
yes,
right?
Always.
So the only draft we have.
Yeah, anyone at home watching, dynasty means like you draft your team, and then every year you stay with that team, and you just draft the rookies coming in. That's all you can do because your team stays the same.
Yes, like you retain your team year over year, versus what fantasy started with, which was every year it's redrafted.
Yes.
And the draft is a fun part. And so it's for the
extra nerdy.
I don't know what hardcore
nerdy,
but
extra nerdy. Yes.
Yeah. But that's where the best ball kind of helps is because, we wanted to get, the league that was in this is mostly populated by the guys that are in my basketball league.
There it is.
And so there's a bunch of guys who not really football guys, but they wanted to join because they heard us talking about it.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Yeah. So they joined, and it was a nice way of, yeah, they can still once a year do some real extensive knowledge, if you will,
Mhm.
or deep dive research into the draft. But
Mhm.
the rest of the time they can just kind of put it on cruise control.
I like that. That seems like a lot less stress to me, I think. This is good.
Yep.
We are Fantasy
Yep.
Zooming with Boone, something we do here every Monday and Thursday, getting you ready for the big games of the week, the Monday nighter, the Thursday nighter, and going over the weekend as well, it's a lot of grinding going on. And we are currently looking at the guys that let us down, the letdowns, if you will. Justin Fields, anything to be said? I believe in this guy so much, man. And it's just like, I don't know. Apparently now it just must be he can't figure it out. Is that a
I
proper
think that's it.
assessment?
He's
Yeah.
not processing the game
Yeah.
real time, and he got benched. Don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that, but I'm not surprised at the same time. Did they win? They lost to Carolina. They lost to Carolina.
No, they lost. Yeah.
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 Mm.
And who was it that came in for him? It's Tyrod.
Tyrod Taylor, my guy.
He's capable, right? Like, it's not like
He's like a more
some
responsible
rookie out there.
He's a more responsible.
Like what's
Justin
going
Fields.
on in
Yeah.
Cleveland, right?
Oh, man.
So
Yep. That's
yeah, I think he might be riding the rest of the season, right?
So do you play any Jets? Like, is Brees still okay? Wilson okay? You still like those guys?
I think so. They're obviously not as well. No, I mean, like, I think passing wise, they might even be an upgrade,
That's
right?
sort of what I mean.
Running
Yeah.
back,
Maybe not as much.
I mean,
Well, if the passing works, it opens up the run, right?
totally. And Tyrod still runs, but probably less than Justin Fields, right?
Yeah.
So there's less competition for running yards for Brees. But so
okay.
I think so. I mean, they're still starters. It's the quarterback wasn't doing well. They looked decent. It looked as though they could have maybe came back, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they lost ultimately.
Yes, they did. We're going to keep this train rolling as we take a little look at Vegas. Let me get this right here. Las Vegas was a disaster. A disaster, yes, being shut out by the Kansas City Chiefs 31-0. Brock Bowers out. I'm assuming that has a little bit to do with it, but Geno and Pete Carroll not really figuring it out. And poor Ashton Genty. That's the guy on the list of letdowns. Your rookie running back, who everyone loves so much. He did not show up. What's your thoughts on Genty?
Yeah. I mean, the talent is there, right? It's the team, it's the play calls, the defense gets them behind. So then the offense can't really be creative, right? And so it's pass, and those passes are getting picked off. Geno is, I don't know what's going on
I
there.
think Geno is missing Seattle a little bit. Hey.
Well, but even the last year in Seattle, that's the reason why he got traded, right?
Yeah,
so he didn't quite perform. But it's a bad situation, and thus the note of it's a disaster.
Yes.
Hopefully they can get it together. Let me look on the right here. They do have they're in bye in week 8.
So they can reassess.
Maybe they could figure it out, them and the Cardinals.
Okay.
Maybe they can get their SHIT together.
Yeah, we can say that one. Shit. Get it together, man. That's what we do here. One more for us in the Let Me Downs. Caleb Williams. He had his big coming out party last week. Everyone says this guy is a guy. He's slinging. And then today in the notes, not sure what happened. Chicago won. Washington's defense is mid, or was defense mid? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, Washington defense was mid.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened. He only scored 5 points. So what was he doing?
Tough to do when you're a quarterback, and you're winning the game.
Totally.
And I guess as Chicago fans, you don't really worry because you won, but not because of this guy, which is interesting.
Nope.
So
he's not doing much for you in fantasy, that's for sure.
He's turning into one of those Saquon Barkley sort of roll dices, hey, or dice rolls, if you will. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you know me, I still don't believe in that guy. Let's get into the injuries, and I'm trying to find anything, in here, and no, it just says, Gary, you're screwed. Congratulations. Jaden Daniels, only guy on there. Hamstring.
Yeah, man. It
What do
just
you
doesn't go
do?
away.
The
Hey?
knee, then the hamstring. As a guy, luckily, I was saying earlier, I got Stafford to fill in for him. They're saying they don't know how the grade of the hamstring is or any of that, but they're hoping it won't be too long, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But this all goes back to the Lamar Jackson stuff, man. When you got that mobile quarterback and you got hammies that are doing this, not good, as we've seen. Lamar is supposed to be back here apparently next week, is what I'm hearing, possibly. Any thoughts?
Yes.
Any thoughts on when we could have Jaden Daniels back in our lineup?
It's at least 2 weeks. Yeah,
And even when he's back, is he going to be good?
Is he going to run?
That's
Is
my worry.
Yeah, you don't know. Hard to say.
You're saying it all with your reaction right now.
You can't. He's out. Make other plans because he's not. He'll be back. You just don't know when. So
I gotta stash him.
Try to find something else.
Yeah.
Like I said, it depends on the league, right? Because if it's a 2 QB league, if the league has 2 QB slots, then it's going to be slim pickings on the waiver. But
this is why
Taylor isn't a bad one, right?
This is why I'm happy that I had Stafford on the go. He was my third string. I had Daniels and I got Danny Dimes. So those are my 2 QBs, and hopefully I can get Stafford in there and not miss a beat. But we'll see how it all goes. Even so, like Jaden Daniels without all of his guys, like no Scary Terry, no Debo. Zach Ertz was his #1 target yesterday. And it's sort of like, until those guys get back, maybe this is a blessing in disguise because you feel like you have to play him because, like, I paid $70 for him in our auction draft. $70. That's like what? Like 1/3 of the whatever it is. I don't got the math, you know that. But a lot of money. And then when
Do you know who else came in?
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. You know who else got injured and thus came in was Andy Dalton. Came back for the Panthers because
the Red Rocket, Bryce
Young, with an ankle injury. So that's another option. This is gross, but when you're at the end of the waiver wire, you gotta do some things that would otherwise make you barf.
It's also a great reminder of the importance of depth with your fantasy teams. The winners always have depth. It's just next guy up. You hear it all the time. Next guy up, and that's sort of the best way to go about it. So make sure your bench has a lot of good guys ready to go is the story there. Hanging out with our man Boone for another Fantasy Zoom with Boone as we got the WTF section. We talked a little bit about Miami.
Read the notes.
Cooked,
read the notes.
As the kids say. Cooked. so funny with your notes. We said it. They're in big trouble. They are in very big trouble, and I don't think owning any, like maybe Achan.
Yeah, maybe. I'd say he'd be the only one that you can kind of. I'm going to put on the blinders, ignore the noise, and just play him every week. But Waddle. If you've got other ones, you just have to knock them down, and hopefully you got bench, right?
Lots of bench. I'm here, yeah. Kansas City. That's the other WTF. Oh baby, all that. Who would have thought? When you're missing your top targets, you're probably going to lose games. When they're back, you dominate. Kansas City, 31-0, going out there doing what they do. Kansas City's back. I think we can all agree here, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they're rolling with these players, and I don't know, I don't like it. I don't think a lot of people do because there's a lot of Kansas City Chief haters out there. There's a lot of Kansas City Chief fans as well. But
they really don't like the fact that the refs wear Kansas City colors too.
For sure. But they look unstoppable, right? And they were just firing on all cylinders. You take away one thing, they come at you with, we got these other 4 or 5 options here.
Yeah,
so
no kidding. That
forget about it.
Rashi Rice, man, like right off the bat, it's like, we got this guy back. Like they couldn't throw it enough to him. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what's coming and no one can stop it. So Kansas City, I think now would be a great time to ride them as a Super Bowl champion again because it looks like they're going to be on their way. That defense rolling and you got the offense all figured out. Yep. That is something. The Bi-NATO. Look out, everybody. A Bi-NATO is coming. Bye week. Ay, ay, ay. How many? You said 6 teams on bye?
6 teams, yeah. Cards, Lions, Jaguars, Raiders, Rams, and the Hawks, the Seahawks.
We remember when we mentioned depth. Depth is very important for situations like this.
Yes, yeah, and really just kind of luck of the draw. Lots of times, I looked at one league and I was a-okay. I don't have anyone on these teams.
Wild,
for better or worse. But then other teams, I'm I'm a little under the gun. I'll be hitting the waiver wire hard here.
Yes, trying to just get a team out there, right?
Yep.
Crazy. All right, let's get into the final portion of this episode of Fantasy Zoom with Boone. Who do you need to go off tonight as Monday Night Football is going down? 2 games. I've been liking these 2 games on the Monday nights. They're doing a lot more.
Me too. Fun, yeah, right? I wanted to bring that up. What is your thoughts on it? Yeah, I love it. Monday Night Football is like they called it the island game, but now you got 2, right? It's
2
less.
islands.
There's more friends on the island.
That's right. Yeah, not so lonely. And it's also kind of good as a step back from the big battle on Sunday, regroup, and then come out for this, right? Because you'll probably have more than just 1 or 2 guys going. So we love that. And we got a couple bangers going out here. Tampa Bay at Detroit. I don't want to look now, and I'm already sort of screwed by it, but maybe not. Emeka Egbuka possibly playing tonight.
Yes, possibly, yeah. The talk is that it's hard to tell, hard to trust, right? Because he did have, it was a hamstring, right?
And this is playing into this whole thing because that's the spot we talked about on Thursday. I got Rashad White in there right now, and I didn't even think, but I could switch him for Egbuka if I wanted to. But I think that's not the best play. As here's what we need for tonight. The whole reason for this is we are looking at, again, taking on former NHL great Tim Shovelday, my dude, Chevy. I'm sitting at 135.8. He's at 126.3. He has Nico Collins tonight and a possible Mike Evans also possibly playing tonight, possibly. And
another hamstring too.
Yep. It's the hamstring league now. And I got Rashad White.
Oh, it's tough. That's tough. So you are up.
I am up.
However, he's got 2 to your 1.
Yep. And I got Rashad. He's got currently Mike Evans. I'm hoping that won't go down. And his backup, in case that happens, as he has him in the flex position, very smart from Chevy. Chevy, very smart guy. He has Cade Otten that will fill in for Mike Evans, or W. Marks. Is that Will Marks? Running back in Houston. I guess I can just click
what is it? It's William Marks.
Woody. His name's
Woody
Marks.
Woody Marks.
Okay, I like this guy.
And he went off a few weeks, two or 3 weeks ago. It's tough, man. I feel like he's young.
Yahoo.
He is young.
Yep. So
any sort of soft tissue, he could recover earlier than Mike Evans. But especially Mike Evans has major history with hamstring.
Yes, he does.
Strains issues.
I don't
know. It's tough.
I can't play.
It's so tough.
It has to be White, right? White's going to have more touches. White's going to have more opportunities. And I need him to put up.
He is the lead back.
Yeah. So,
and you know that.
I think we answered my own question. So go Rashad, go, and no Nico, no tonight, unless it's in my. See?
And go Baker. Go Baker. Come on now.
The Bakers, man. I freaking love Baker. I really wish I would have got a piece of him. So that's the first game, 5:00, and then we get into all of the excitement that is the late game on a Monday. And they're not doing it's a 5:00 and 8:00, hey? Is that correct?
No, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like at the end of the first quarter, the second game will go, which they've done a couple times, which is kind of cool.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here.
So it's in Toronto, so they can do it later. It's Toronto. Jeez. Seattle.
There you go.
Houston Houston in Seattle.
You're thinking about that Blue Jays game going on tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Game 7.
Woo. Yeah.
It's going to be good. Football.
Exactly. Stay focused.
I need JSN to go just crazy berserk tonight.
Which he can do.
Not in the Daffel, in a different league.
Okay.
I need him to score 40 points.
That's a lot. But if anyone can do it, he's the guy. I saw he has the most catches or the most yards receiving in the entire league right now. That's a good sign.
I need him to go absolutely crazy. All the TDs, all the yards. He already gets all the passes.
Yeah.
So just needs to follow through with that. Houston has a pretty decent defense, though, I think. Like
they're around there.
They get a lot scored on them, but it is a decent defense. Yeah. I think that's just more their offenses can be inept.
Great way of putting it. So there it is. Tampa Bay in Detroit. That's the early one. Houston, Seattle, late one. You need Baker as well. You want to touch on Baker going off free at all? Because that's all he does is go off.
Well, it's just fun to watch, right? Yeah. So that's in Daffel. In Daffel, I've got JSN and Baker left to play versus, I want to say, 4 guys on Scotty's in Scotty's lineup. So one's a kicker, but
kickers put up points.
They put up points. So yeah, if there's potential, what do we got for? I'm actually favorited, but I would say that's
generous favoring.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean he's got 4 guys, and yeah, okay, well it's the Kate Otten that you already mentioned, and Sterling Shepard, which now that I say that, he's going to go crazy. But Jameson Williams has potential to go off. But yeah, I have JSN and Baker, who, I mean, those guys should be going off tonight.
I'm with you, buddy. Hey, what a great job as always. I know I always tell you this, but I'm so grateful and thankful that we get you on here Mondays and Thursdays. It's always so much fun to get everyone caught up with all this fantasy football stuff.
Thanks for having me. Love it.
Man, it's fun. Well, I told you right off the bat, I'm like, we're going to find a way to get you on here every week. You're just such a great character, such a good guy. We love having you. So thank you to you. You give a nice big hug to the family there for us. And we'll be back Thursday and we'll talk about how bad we did tonight. It'll be great.
All right. Sounds fun.
This has been another Fantasy Zoom with Boone.
All right. GM, have a good one.
Oh, say something funny. Tradition.
Heed, pants now.
In honor of the Count. Perfect. Anytime you can quote "So I married an axe murderer," you know it's a good time. Thank you again to Boone Tiss for the Fantasy Zoom with Boone in the books as we continue here on the Monday edition of your show. Hope you're having a great day. You know what will make it better? Wings. Best wings in town right here. This is a passport you pick up at Bugsy's, either Markham Mall or Lawson Heights location. Inside, there's 69 different flavors that the mad scientists in the kitchen have created for you to enjoy. When you go in on Tuesdays and Thursdays, over half price off of each order. And then once you get all 69 of these stamped out, you join the very exclusive club. You get the shirt with the ruckus cock saying, "I did the 69 at Bugsy's." It is an aphrodisiac in t-shirt form. I promise you, the best in the biz right there, okay? So you can get your wings on, and you can order and skip the dishes and or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's and then order the plain wing. And in the memo, put in the ones that you want, the flavors that you would like to enjoy. We had the honey dill come through along with the Parmesan herb. So freaking good. During our 13th Melon episode, as we get a Bugsy's Game Day feast, thanks to the Bugsy's family there. Always so good. And yeah, then we also had the Texas potato skins, the chorizo sausage on top of the potato skin. Unbelievable. So all that's waiting for you over at Bugsy's as well. You see on the banner down there and you see on the TV behind the Fall Feast right around the corner. October 28th, it's happening at Prairieland Park, the Elmwood Fall Feast. You can head to elmwoodYXE.ca/Fall Feast to get yourself tickets, get yourself a table, make donations, all of this goodness waiting for you. I say it all the time, when you go in there, man, you walk into a room so full of love and compassion and empathy and all these things that the world needs, and it's just like a hub for it. So looking very forward to the Fall Feast coming up October 28th. You can head to elmwoodYXE.ca/Fall Feast to get your tickets, to get your tables, and make your donations. As well, Super Skills Hockey in the house. It is hockey season. Our buddies over there doing great stuff. They're in the brand new state-of-the-art Martinsville Rec Center upstairs looking over the ice surface. Very cool. They got the shooting lanes. They got the puck handling area. They got the ice treadmill, all with the cool lighting, and they have the videos that we helped out with to show off all the different drills that you're doing and all that goodness. So we have all of that waiting for you. Just head to superskillshockey.ca and get signed up. It's always a lot of fun. And we have, coming up in November, the Spirit of Cosmo breakfast will be going down again at Prairieland Park. We had a bunch of stuff ready to go. So once we get the rest of the info, we're going to put all the stuff up on the screen for you. So you can get in on all of those 50/50s, silent auctions, and all the fun stuff that goes along with the Spirit of Cosmo breakfast. I guess it's the Spirit of Cosmo breakfast. Spirit of Cosmo breakfast? One of those things. It's a very important thing that shows off great people doing great things in our community. So if you're hearing these things, like, man, I sure would love if they would talk about what I got going on, my organization, my charity, my job. I want people to get to know what we're doing. It's so easy to do. You just send us an email to contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. Can I get over there? I don't even think I can. Hey, that was pretty good. Also got a website, just like the email, minus the contact and the @ there. And we also got the Twitch stream. Hottest Twitch stream going right now, and Twitch is where everyone's going. It's like, you know, when you're trying to figure out, okay, so people are not watching stuff on TV as much, I guess, where are they going? They go to YouTube. This is the next thing after YouTube. So we always want to be in front of all that. Twitch.tv/DufferinAveMedia. That is where you find us there, and I'm going to send it up there. As we go Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, I'm looking for more. So let us know with all this good stuff if it'll help you out and if you want to get involved. So that's what's going on with our live reads today. Yeah, there it is, air horn. And now we're going a little bit over time today as we had some really good conversations that we didn't want to cut short. And with that in mind, it's time to bring on our final guest of the day, and this is another good one as we get you ready for all things basketball. Take it away, Dragoons. I'll tell you, this whole place, Ian Goodwillie, this is my guy right here. It's my brother from long ago. See, when he shows up, even dragons bow down. You know what I'm saying? This is like West Side Connection right here, all over again. We at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, we like to find different, unique ways to do things. Yep. One of those ways is not spending about $800 on cable baskets.
Yeah.
We had some eavesdrop out on the deck here, and we just used that, and we moved everything up top. So now we have way more room for activities.
Okay, two things. Number one, we will do activities.
Nice.
Number two, it looks fantastic, and it's very effective.
My guy.
Crazy cost-effective, too. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Thank you. You know, and that's every sort of thing. We were talking earlier off camera about how much we love my sweet, beautiful LB, Brickman 2.0, we call him. He has many, many names, but his creative mind, like everyone here, these guys, I always say, okay, we don't have the money, so how do we do that without the money?
Yeah.
We end up with stuff like this,
Yeah.
stuff like this, and stuff like this. And then now that we start to have a little bit of money, we can start, you know, expanding on these ideas. So you end up with a Twitch streaming studio. LB also built all of that. And I'm not just saying built it, they went and got the lumber, constructed it, put it together. Coach, 2 brought the Dens deck over, insulation.
Yes.
Everyone coming together, man. And it's all for zero cost. It's incredible.
It is incredible, and it works, and it looks great.
God,
I mean,
like you.
I do look great.
And you
in
work.
my tracksuit.
And you work.
I'm a tracksuit man now.
I love
That's
it.
what's happening.
When we were talking before as well, the tracksuit, incredible look. I'm a sleeveless shirt guy.
Oh, I get that.
And it comes with working from home. This is what I've learned. I haven't worn socks unless I've been golfing or to funerals. Since this place has started, that's the only time I've worn socks.
Socks are just prisons for your feet.
That's right, just like pants.
Yeah,
I don't wear pants. I'm always wearing shorts. But tracksuit pants.
I'm going
you know,
tracksuit
that
pants
might
today.
be-
I
that
don't
might
want
be
a pair
up
of
there.
jeans. I wear jeans to work, but I mean, it's as soon as I can get in a pair of shorts, that's the way to
That's
go.
it.
Oh my God.
I'm always shorts and I'm always sleeveless. So the fact I'm wearing my British the Barber Beefcake Top Gun
That's an
shirt,
awesome cat shirt.
that's it. But I got to take the sleeves off is what I'm realizing. I feel like I'm being detained here.
Yeah, it
don't
feels
like it.
restrictive, doesn't
It
it?
is. It's very restrictive.
It restricts your movement.
And I don't like it.
No, you
I like
don't.
to be free.
It's like that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they're doing the work on the house that they stole from those people, and they're in like Dennis is in his cutoff jean shorts, showing how wide he can do the splits,
And he's going all the way over.
how it doesn't restrict his range of motion,
No
despite
restriction.
the fact it does not help him in the least.
Yep. God, that's a good episode, hey? And
It
then
is.
end up burning it down.
Question for you.
yes.
This is a follow up to this. Have you watched Caitlin Olsen's show High Potential yet?
No, but I've seen the commercials.
It's incredibly good. But what I want to know is her character Morgan finally going to be the one who brings the notorious serial killer Dennis Reynolds to justice? Because we all know he is.
No one can catch Dennis. It's the implications.
The implications
The
and the Dennis
implications.
method. I like how he breaks down his Dennis method, but really it's just, tie people up with zip ties.
That's He dresses it up so well. Oh, we've talked about weight, man.
Yeah.
We need to do the off-air show as well. Like we talked about the Venture Bros. We love it so much. Like, man, Dr. Girlfriend. I've had a very strong attraction to Dr. Girlfriend for a long time, and only when she talks. But Monarch, we gotta save the Venture Bros.
What I love about Dr. Girlfriend on that show is the fact that she is irritated by the Monarch.
Yes.
She's irritated by the people that work for the Monarch.
Yes.
She's irritated by the Venture Brothers. She's irritated by Dr. Venture. She's irritated by literally
She
every
just
person
wants-
on the show
just
because
wants to
she's
get
the
out
only
there.
rational person
That's
on
right.
the show.
And that's why she's the best character.
She is. She's the only
Yeah.
remotely sensible human being in that world, and everyone else is a damn lunatic.
And
she hates them all.
And she's so good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a super hot babe with the deep, deep voice. It's an incredible show. Check out the Venture Brothers. Does not get
Yeah.
enough eyeballs on it. So freaking good.
Yeah.
Man, we could sit here and talk about anything but sports, but NBA tip-off is happening. We got our very own expert right here. We got our rider outsider and LB. We do the 13th Melon show with him. And we got some NHL guys, got hockey guys. We got our sports experts for pretty much everything except when it comes to NBA. We got our Flats, we got our Matt Youngs, but we don't got an NBA guy, and I wanted one. And boy, oh boy, looks like we found one. He dressed for the occasion, looking like he's about to hit warm-ups with Scotty Bonds and AJ and the boys. I'm going to be Monarch, Dr. Girlfriending all day.
You
now.
do what
This
you got
is
to do,
happening.
man. No judgment here.
I want to start with the Raptors. You do right. Shout out to your, I always forget the name.
A Royal Pain.
A Royal Pain. How did I
Focused
forget
on
that?
the Sacramento
The
Kings,
who I've loved.
which following them is like bashing your head against a brick wall over and over again.
This is why it's
Funk.
extra relevant
Funk.
because that franchise sort of mirroring the Toronto Raptors that we love so much.
Yeah. Well, except the difference is the Toronto Raptors actually have a balanced roster.
Oh, here we go. It's already
The
happening.
The Kings, on the other hand, have 900 guards.
They love those guards.
And so what's the answer to fix that? They'll hire Russell Westbrook.
Mm.
Another guard.
Not just a guard, an old guard, if you will.
He's going to
Also,
the ATC. I love him. I
that's
love
the one
Russell
thing we
Westbrook.
got to start
Love-
there.
Westy is amazing.
When you're a dude that is built like him and you're putting up triple doubles like they're candy,
Triple double machine.
insane.
9-time All-Star.
Yeah.
2-time All-Star MVP.
Yeah.
League MVP.
hmm
Reigning triple double champion for now. But I think we're all fairly, assuming Jokic doesn't get
Yeah.
distracted by his horses too much and just wander off from the league. He'll eventually
he'll
break
pass,
that
yeah.
record.
Still.
But let's be honest, like playing basketball is like his 5th favorite thing. So who knows
Yeah.
how long he'll stick with it.
The fact that a guy, a point guard, he's a point guard, right? Do we call him a point guard? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a point guard.
He's a point guard. Like those triple doubles, those are usually saved for the big guys, because
Yeah.
rebounds are a huge part. But this guy loves rebounds. He loves dishing. He loves
Oh, he
scoring.
hunts them.
It's crazy.
But the problem with what I love about Westy is he hunts the rebounds. The problem is he often does it at he gets too focused on it sometimes, and he forgets to do things like play defense
Stat chasing.
because he's so big. And it's not even stat chasing; he's just so focused on it.
Oh, okay. I
He's
see what
just
you're saying.
lasered,
The
he's just
mindset.
dialed in on
Yeah.
it, and he often gets too over focused on that, and then he leaves gaps often on defense, sometimes on offense too, where he kind of gets out of position because he's so focused on the rebounds. But I mean, especially when they're on a team where they've already got Sabonis, who's the double-double king.
Yeah.
Like that last
my
game,
guy. I
that last
love
preseason
Sabonis.
game, he pulled down 15 points and 14 rebounds.
That's what he does.
Also a hamstring injury.
Oh no, that happened. He got hurt.
Yeah, he got taken
Oh,
out of the
my
game early.
guy.
I don't.
Who am I gonna bet on now for my
it's a
double-doubles?
level 1. Grade 1
Okay,
hamstring
so it's
injury.
nice and light.
Yeah, so
But
but
those
usually it's
freaking
about
things
2 weeks
linger,
before guys who
man.
have that kind of hammy injury come back. So he's going to miss the opening of the season. Keegan Murray's missing the next 6 weeks with his thumb injury.
Dude, you got no one
Malik
left
Monk
there.
is sick. I don't know what the problem is. He missed the last preseason game. Hasn't practiced. He's not playing the last preseason game tonight. Don't know what his deal is.
In
He's
case
just
you're
sick.
wondering, these are all starters for the Sacramento
These are all
Kings.
start. Well, Malik Monk,
Well, it's 6 man.
6 man, but still, like DeRozan's nursing some sort of groin injury. He's still, as far as I know, he's playing tonight, but he's nursing some sort of groin injury too. really what they should be doing is play. Their rookies are better than most of their starters anyway.
There you go.
Like
Pass the torch.
this is a team who's like, well, we lost De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. Let's bring in. We need a new starting point guard. Who should we get? Dennis Schroeder.
He's been good everywhere he's gone.
Danish.
He's still riding that Olympics, man. Since that Olympics or World or whatever it was that he led Germany to.
This is the thing with Dennis. Incredible in FIBA.
That's the
You
one.
put him in a FIBA rules environment,
International.
he dominates. He is a Hall of Fame international player.
Yeah.
He will be in the FIBA Hall of Fame, and he deserves
Rightfully
it.
so, yeah.
In the NBA, he plays
Little
good,
bit
just
different.
good enough not to get fired. Like that's the problem. His game does not translate, and I don't know why.
Sounds like my radio career.
Well, exactly.
Until the end. Continue.
But he's been in the league for like 12 years, and he's played for he's been associated with this will be his 10th team.
Yeah, that's the crazy
Because
part.
he makes great trade fodder. Like he's great for trades,
Lots of
but
potential.
nobody can build around him because he just something about the NBA he just doesn't
Doesn't
click.
get it. Yeah.
Like if he should, I don't know why he should just be playing in Europe. Like he would be
dominant.
a dominant
I'm with you.
perpetual all-star
Money, though, right?
MVP. Oh yeah,
Money.
there's definitely more money in the NBA, but we're going to reach a point eventually where teams are going to stop wanting to pay him that kind of
That's
money.
true. That's very true. It's
Because
probably sooner rather than later.
We got the last preseason game tonight. He has been so quiet,
Yes.
and that's not abnormal.
Does this make it easier for you as a guy who has to write about this team a couple times a day when there is all of this sort of garbage going
If
on?
you are going to spend the amount of time focused on one team that I do, you either need them to be amazing or terrible. Mediocre does not produce content very
That's not
well.
good.
Like people don't want to read about mediocre teams. They want to read about like amazing. They want to read about OKC, or they want to read about a team that doesn't understand what a forward is, and just keeps bringing in guards.
and more guards.
And then it's like, hey, we have Jonas Valanciunas, who's arguably the best backup center in the league.
Love
Hey,
him.
we should trade him for Dario Saric.
Never heard of him.
Exactly. And then when Keegan Murray was injured, do you know who they started? Dario Saric. They put him in instead of Keegan Murray, and you're like, you have right now Nick Clifford, who
That's a good
is a rookie, and he in that last preseason game dropped 19 points.
Pretty good.
Like his stat lines, and not just him, Maxime Renault, their
That's
among
another
other
fun
rookies.
name. I like that.
And then also Dylan Garland, who went undrafted, and they picked up in the offseason. Oh, sorry, I said Garland. My body, Cardwell. I'm thinking of
You're
something.
thinking Cleveland.
Dylan,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Dylan Cardwell. They picked him up in the offseason. Both Renault and Cardwell are centers who can play as forwards too. And Cardwell's just been going off as well. They've got these rookies that are
Got
like
talent
in the
there that are
preseason are
stepping
showing
up,
some
yeah.
gumption. And I'm like, you're going to start Dario Saric, who's been in the league for like, I don't know, let's say a decade. And again, just barely plays well enough to be in the league. Like, don't get me wrong. Playing just barely well enough to be in the NBA means you're a heck of a lot better than most people.
Yeah,
The
you're good.
worst player in the
You're good.
NBA is better than 99% of the population.
Absolutely.
But he's not like a notable player.
He's not a guy you're going to buy a ticket to
So
go see.
it was. I watched them start him, and I'm like, okay, could you not find an empty popcorn bucket? Like, what are we doing here? It was the weirdest thing, and
Oh.
I'm just curious to see how it pans out for them.
You're painting the picture of a tough time in Sacramento.
It's not the best,
Yeah.
and their last preseason game tonight is against the Lakers,
Mm.
and they're going to walk in, and Luka's just going to be standing there staring at them, going,
This is a team?
"Yeah, this is the influence of Luka Doncic on the league." Jackson Hayes, who has been with the Lakers for a couple seasons now, he's a center for them.
Yep.
Not the starter. They brought in DeAndre Ayton for some reason. When you've got Luka, you just need to be a mediocre center because he just feeds the beast. That's what he does. He just feeds you down low. You dunk it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Jackson wants to get a new passport so he can play on the Croatian national team with Luka.
That's interesting.
He's like, I like Luka so much, I want to switch countries for him. I want to be able to play on a national team with him. That's the Luka effect right there.
That guy's changing the game.
But I got to, and then you think about the Mavericks trading him away last year. You're like, what are you guys thinking? But then you watch, then you see the lucky bounce of Cooper Flag, and in the preseason, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
he's everything and more.
They're going to really enjoy that.
They couldn't have gotten
that presence.
It couldn't have gone better because honestly, I mean, they obviously didn't plan it this way. They caught a real lucky bounce. But
ping pong,
if they'd had Luka there with Cooper there, Cooper wouldn't have the room to shine that he has right now. So it's kind of worked out. AD's playing well. When Kyrie gets back, he'll Kyrie of it. Although I have read rumors that a certain elderly gentleman from from Los Angeles may want to head to the Mavericks so he can play with AD and Kyrie again. And I'm like, why not?
Jeez.
Why not? Why not, LeBron? Go do what you're going to do.
Every time, I don't even want to talk about that guy. I chirped him enough last time. I'm sick of his baloney. Okay, enough with all of this. I want to get, because, we could go all day.
We could go all
day. And we're not going to because, we all have stuff to get to here.
Yeah.
The Toronto Raptors.
Yes,
this team.
The Raps.
They've been on the verge. They're doing things. We talked last time you were in about how, they don't really got the big guys. They're stuck sort of in that hole. We need guards. We need these athletic 6'6" wings. We love the wing scoring. What are you expecting to see from this Raptors team this year? As they are Canada's team, and we love to watch the Raptors.
I do love watching the Raptors play. What I love about the Raptors is even when they're bad, they're fun to watch.
That's it.
That's the beauty. I don't know how they do it. Even when they're bad, they're fun. When they're good, they're fun. They're just a fun team as a general rule.
Just being young,
and it's hard to root against them. Yeah. I got to admit, they've got the rookie Malik on the team right now. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his last name. But I've watched that kid play a bit now. I think they got something there.
I like that.
He's got some. I think they can develop it. I think Scotty's injured right now. He hasn't been playing much in the preseason at all, I think.
Resting him.
But rest him. Don't. Like, we know what he can deliver.
That's
we
right.
know what
Especially
RJ
if you're
can
dealing
deliver.
with something.
Yeah. When I think Scotty, RJ, and Quick stay healthy, they have the potential. If they can develop Malik and a couple other guys and get something rolling, I don't see why they can't be looking at the postseason.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. There is a chance. There is a road.
I think there's a couple of things. I think what will happen is you'll watch them play through the front half of the season. They'll come up on the trade deadline. They're going to have a couple of ideas in mind. And what I'm already seeing happening, specifically with the Kings, their team is such a train wreck. There are scouts from most teams already hanging around their preseason games, trying to look at the pieces they want to take.
Yeah.
There are some pieces on that team that I think the Raptors could grab.
I'd like that. Well, they got a lot of guards, like you're saying.
And I just, leave Westy there and DeRozan to have their retirement season. Yeah. Love you both, but I think there are some pieces to the Raptors puzzle hanging out on the Kings that I suspect they're going. If they're smart, they'll start being like,
looking around.
They should start talking to them. Like the rosters get set on the 20th.
Okay.
And like the Kings, now that they've signed Westy, are going to have to drop somebody.
Yeah.
I have a suspicion of who it'll be. Most likely be Terrence Davis. They dropped him right before the preseason, then picked him back up leading into the preseason. I think they literally brought him in to fill the gap so that they could then turf him when they signed Westbrook. Yeah. Like that's the whole reason they brought him back.
That's business, yeah.
But as soon as those teams are set, as soon as the 21st hit and the season starts,
shopping starts.
The Raptors need to start shopping.
Yeah.
They already know on their team who the main guys are.
You got your stars.
Let's get some, who the rookies are that their young guns are going to develop. They know. And so now's the time to start looking around the league and look at teams like the Kings who are in
sell mode to start the season.
Barely call a team at this point. This is a team whose new coach came in and said, we're focusing on defense, but the front office didn't go out and get any defensive players. Like,
that doesn't add up.
I don't understand. Anyway, but there are pieces on that team that the Raptors could use. There are, like, if it depends how smart Sacramento is. If they're not smart enough to hang on to Cardwell or Clifford or Reyno, if they're not smart enough to hang on to those guys, if I was the Raptors, I would be trading for them.
So what I'm gathering from this is that great core. You got your guys in Toronto.
I think they have it.
You got the young guys coming up. You just want those complementary pieces to finish it off. And then there is a chance this could be a playoff team this year.
I think so. I think what the Raptors are still hungry for is the Malik Monk, that sixth man off the bench.
For sure.
Or the Naz Reid, or the Peyton Pritchard. These guys that come off the bench and make
dominate. It's crazy. It's crazy. They really do, because then I know this because those are a couple more of my guys where you can get really good odds as a budget gambler for them to cover a lot of stuff, because yeah, they're not starters, but they get just as much playing time, and they're doing it against lesser opponents.
Well,
And they establish and they do things like they have way more opportunity, I guess is what it is for those 6-man guys. So they can always step up and above and beyond.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that.
And they need that somebody off the bench who jumps off the bench, energizes the second line, takes a leadership role.
There you go.
And gets on the floor and can do it all. And I mean, I'm not saying, what I'm saying here is so very easy.
Yeah.
Go find a
Very
guy
tough
who
to
can
do.
do
We
it
are
all.
aware. We're just talking
Just
about the shopping list. Yeah.
Do that, Raptors. It's so easy. Why haven't you done it yet? I would love, this is my wish for the Raptors. If I had one wish for the Raptors right now, it would be to get Lou Dort.
Oh my God.
Now,
I think
Lou Dort's my boy.
Canadian.
We all know that OKC is not going to give up Lou Dort.
Unless.
I do not know what you could offer.
I don't either. He's
to
so
get Lou
good.
Dort. Ironically,
He's Canadian, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is.
Very
You would have to offer them Shea, and they already have Shea.
Yeah,
You can't even offer them trade. You can't even offer them draft picks. They have 8 million draft picks.
They're doing pretty good.
Their GM is a genius.
Yeah.
He has accumulated so many draft picks. Not even a thing. They're like, what do we have 40 over the next 5 years. We don't need more.
Just a quick side note, OKC could win the next 5 titles. They could go on a hell of a run with how they're set up.
It's been a while since there was a back-to-back. OKC can do it because they're tough, they're great players, and they're young. And they have the draft picks to keep rejuvenating. They're smart, and they have a brilliant GM. That trade for Alex Caruso,
everything the guy touches, right? Everything
that guy
touches.
is like LeBron loved him for a reason. He loved playing with him for a reason because that dude will run face first into a wall to get a basketball. Yeah. He is just pure grit.
And there's something about like short white guys with headbands that I just love.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like you look at all these magnificent beasts of humans everywhere, towering, and then you get that small guy that can just go, and has no stop, 110% or nothing.
Lou Dort's built like a grizzly bear. Like he is a massive human being.
Yeah.
Like he's thicker than most, and that's the reason why he's good on defense. He can you just bounce off that man.
Lock down.
Another guy, I would honestly, if the Raptors are hunting around for somebody, and I think the Pacers would be tough to get him to part with him, Johnny Furphy. You watch Furf play, Australian kid. This is his second season with the Pacers, I believe. And it's just, he's an endless highlight reel of savage dunks.
Love it.
Where he just comes out of nowhere and embarrasses the crap out of somebody.
Down.
He was the one who authored a dunk in the summer league. And I think he actually was on the Raptors. And he went up over one and he just blasted in. And the Raptors basically underneath giving the Kevin McAllister.
Still got
he just destroyed him. And he's done it multiple times in the preseason. He came in over top of somebody and just slammed it, cocked it back, and it's always a violent dunk. He just cocks it back, and it's just savagery.
Old school.
He landed, and he just stared down the Pacers bench. Hallie, and everybody was like, oh, what the hell? And they're just losing their minds because it's Furf doing Furf stuff.
Perfect.
A player like that on the Raptors could be huge. They need someone with that kind of energy who he comes in, he shows up, he comes out of left field, twice a game, just savagely dunks it, and the crowd goes bananas. They need that.
That's what we're going to be looking out for. A Royal Pain. That's where you find him, writing for the Sacramento Kings. Mr. Basketball around here, a member of this Dufferin Avenue Media Network family. Always so happy to have him, especially when he's wearing the tracksuits, dude. Thank you, and we'll check in again here very soon, and we'll keep talking some basketball because we love having guys around here that are involved with these things that people are talking about. So
Absolutely.
You're the best. Ian Goodwill is his name, and dressing super, super sexy is obviously his game. Thank you so much, brother. You take care, and we'll see you again real soon.
Absolutely.
Go Team Venture. That's it. Anytime you can talk about the Venture Brothers, you know it's been a good day here. Thank you again to the great Ian Goodwill, and also a big thank you to his sweatsuits. Sweatsuits? I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, whatever it was that he was wearing, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you to that as well. Thank you to our main man, Boontis. Another Fantasy Zoom with Boone. And we're about an hour away from first pitch, Game 7 in the Sky Dome in Toronto. You got your Jays, you got your Mariners. Winner goes to the World Series, loser goes home. Huge game tonight. So be on the lookout for a great start from Shane Bieber going for your Toronto Blue Jays. We'll be back tomorrow with the All Out of Angst edition of your show. joined by the barber, along with Uncle Mike and Matt from all the bands. So until then, have an amazing, fantastic, incredible rest of your Monday night. Meg is losing it right now. She must know that it's supper time. And yeah, thank you. Now, I just realized that I went a little too early, so I'm going to do a little bit more dancing here. Shout out to Time of Demise. Go get some wings over at Bugsy's. Uncle Mike's, that's a good guy. Shout out to one of the greatest bands of all time, Oswald's Walking Connection. Gary, yeah, the bassist from one of our favorite bands of all time, gave us this unopened cassette. Reminds you. See it on there? Can't we all just be friends? And on that note, we love you so much. Keep doing those good things, all right? I promise you, that's how we make this world a better place. Have a great rest of your Monday! Woo!